Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. And can I first start by congratulating the members for East Dunbartonshire and Bradford East, and indeed my honourable friend for Derby North on their maiden speeches in this debate. Mr Deputy Speaker, I'm very pleased to be making my maiden speech today, representing the town where I was born, where I grew up, and where for the last 4 years I served as leader of Northampton Borough Council. I want to start by paying tribute to my predecessors, including Spencer Percival, who in 1796 was elected as the Member of Parliament for Northampton. And to date, Mr Deputy Speaker, he's the only Member of Parliament to have become Prime Minister, and the only Prime Minister, thankfully, to have been assassinated. He was shot dead in the corridor heading to Central Lobby in 1812, and I was reminded of him daily in my previous job because there's a statue of him in Northampton's beautiful Guildhall. And I was pleased to have been invited here by the Speaker whilst I was leader of the Council when a plaque was unveiled last year by him to mark the spot. At the time, they said Spencer Percival was assassinated because he failed to adequately address an issue raised with him by a member of the public. So, Mr Deputy Speaker, you can imagine how nervous I am every time I walk along that corridor as another Member of Parliament representing Northampton, hoping that I've adequately addressed all of the issues that have been raised with me by the members of the public that I now represent. Mr Deputy Speaker, I want to pay tribute to my immediate predecessor, Brian Binley, who served here for 10 years. He ably served his constituents and was Deputy Chairman of the Business Innovation and Skills Committee, Treasurer of the 1922 Committee, and served on the Conservative Party board. But, Mr Deputy Speaker, I want to pay tribute to the work that Brian Binley and I focused on for the last 4 years. The Northampton Alive Regeneration Programme, with over 40 projects that are changing our town, including a new railway station, a new bus station, and the University of Northampton is relocating to a new town centre campus. These projects are regenerating Northampton, but the Enterprise Zone is a real catalyst for growth and job creation. 4 years ago, Brian Binley and I lobbied my Right Honourable friend the Chancellor for the Enterprise Zone. And since then, we've created over 1,000 jobs and attracted over £119 million worth of private sector investment. And that's before the University of Northampton relocation, which is a further £330 million worth of investment and will make a massive difference to our town centre. The work is testament to Brian's commitment and the work done by Northampton Borough Council, Northamptonshire County Council, the local enterprise partnerships NEP and SEMLEP, and all of the businesses, institutions and organisations in Northampton that work so well together. These include, Mr Deputy Speaker, the University of Northampton, Northampton College, Moulton College, and the many fantastic schools, which I'm sure my Right Honourable friend, the Secretary of State for Education, will join me in applauding. I know members from all sides of this chamber will join me in wishing Brian Binley well in his retirement, and I know a certain golf club will already have seen an increase in their takings. I'd also like to thank my Right Honourable friend, the Prime Minister, for coming to my constituency earlier this year to visit Cosworth, a key employer that is helping to develop high-performance engineering, to see the new Advanced Manufacturing Centre and how the Enterprise Zone is helping our local economy. I'm pleased to report that I visited Cosworth again last week to see the latest progress and applaud how the company continues to grow. Other key employers in the Enterprise Zone include the brewery Carlsberg and Church's Shoes, continuing Northampton's proud tradition as a shoe manufacturing town, plus many of the small businesses that make up the 97% of Northampton's economy. And I could not, in my maiden speech, Mr Deputy Speaker, fail to mention Northampton's great sport teams, the Saints, the Cobblers and the Steelbacks, who are fantastic ambassadors for our town. But today we're debating skills, and this is a key priority for me to ensure we prepare future generations to have the ability to continue the economic growth and development that we've started. The Enterprise Zone was a great opportunity to work with employers to improve skills provision, and in Northamptonshire we have 2 university technical colleges at Silverstone and in Daventry, which shows that we're at the forefront of the new skills agenda and are great examples of using local employers to provide skills to young people who are the employees of the future. And the Silverstone Formula One Grand Prix circuit, close to my constituency, is a great location for young people to learn. I'm pleased by the economic growth in Northampton and the jobs that have been created, but with growth comes pressure on our public services and infrastructure. So, Mr Deputy Speaker, my honourable friend, the member for Northampton North and I have both pledged to work hard to secure investment and funding for Northampton General Hospital, a key service for our constituents, staffed by excellent people dedicated to our NHS, whom I also pay tribute to today. The General Hospital is an important facility, and my honourable friend and I are committed to working with our Right Honourable friend, the Secretary for Health, on its future. It's also imperative that the St James Mill Link Road is finally finished, as it's a key road for people using the road networks in Northampton, but also will help businesses in the enterprise zone, which is so relevant to today's debate. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of the supporters who worked so hard on my election campaign, and indeed my family who have always helped and supported me. When I was elected, Mr Deputy Speaker, I pledged to work tirelessly for my constituents and to be there for them in their time of need. I'm proud to pledge that again today. Thank you.
Yeah.